Alright, what's going on everybody? Today I'm going to be going over a complete trophy guide for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Whether you're playing this game during Christmas time, or maybe you're just a fan of Rudolph, this game is quite simple to platinum and I had a lot of fun with this game. Now this is going to be a bit of a longer guide because there are quite a lot of collectibles and some of them can be a little bit tricky. You gotta do a few things to get them. So I'm going to be doing a very detailed guide for you today. This platinum took me around 6 hours to complete. It can take you a little less, could take you a little longer, depending if you're just taking your time or not, but that's how long it took me. This is very, very simple platinum. This game is, of course, probably meant for children, but it's really fun. So definitely check it out, even if you're not going for the platinum. But I will leave a link in the description below if you guys want to see me play this game on my other channel, Langdoon. Again, I'll leave a link down below. And before we get started, if you do find this video helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel for more trophy guides and PlayStation content. Alright, so this game had a total of 48 trophies, 32 bronze, 13 silver, 2 gold, and 1 platinum. If you need help with a specific trophy, feel free to use the chapter section to fast forward to a particular trophy, or you can use the timestamps in the description as well. Luckily on PlayStation, you can actually track your progress for the trophies in this game by viewing the trophy list on your account, which will come in handy for some of these trophies, which we'll talk a little bit about later. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. The story begins. Complete the prologue. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. All you need to do is complete the prologue at the very beginning of the game and the trophy will pop. Stop laughing at me. Complete the reindeer game's quest. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. Once you complete the chapter Christmas Town, a short cutscene will play while the reindeer laugh at you, and once that's done, the trophy will pop. Independent. Complete the Mountain Pass. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. The Mountain Pass is the second chapter of the game. This chapter is only a couple minutes long and will only have you run across the mountain. Once you get to the end and enter the cave, the trophy will pop. The Abominable Snow Monster. Defeat Bumble once. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. You will encounter the Bumble for the first time in between chapters 2 and 3. You will have a boss fight with the Bumble where he will drop snowballs that you will need to avoid. He will also drop a snowball that you can pick up and throw at him. Once you pick it up, throw it at him, and then dash at him to knock him down. You'll need to do this 3 times to defeat him, and once you do, the trophy will pop. The Misfit Toys. Reunite the 8 Misfit Toys. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. After you defeat the Bumble for the first time, you will be on the island of Misfit Toys. Charlie in the Box will ask you to gather 8 other Misfit Toys around the island. Each of these toys will require you to complete a task or a challenge to get them to agree to go to Charlie in the Box. The locations of all the 8 Misfit Toys are on the map, which can be accessed by pressing the touchpad. Here are all the 8 Misfit Toy locations and the required tasks. The Misfit Cowboy. Located just east of Charlie in the Box, you will be required to race him. This race is very easy and you can move the quickest by constantly dashing or jump and dashing. Either of these methods will work, and once you defeat him, he will give you the Jingle Bell and agree to go to Charlie in the Box. The Misfit Doll. Located on the east of the map near the Eastern Mounts checkpoint, she will ask you to find 4 of her lost bouncy balls. These bouncy balls will be covered in snow but are easy to find as they do have sparkles around them, and you will need a power stomp on them once you do find them. The first bouncy ball is directly behind the Misfit Doll. The second bouncy ball is located just behind the first one. The third bouncy ball is located in front of the Misfit Doll. Drop down, and before heading towards the houses, you will see the bouncy ball under the snow. The fourth and final bouncy ball is located to the right of the Misfit Doll. Facing the Misfit Doll, turn right and go towards the 4 trees. You will see an ice barricade stopping you from continuing, and just before that is the bouncy ball. Once you have collected all 4, go talk to the Misfit Doll and she will reward you with the Jingle Bell and go to Charlie in the Box. Misfit Elephant. The Misfit Elephant is west of the spawn point just before the rolling snowballs. The Misfit Elephant will ask you to clear snow off of the house next to him. To do this, all you need to do is dash the snow off the building. Once the snow is cleared, the elephant will give you a Jingle Bell and go to Charlie in the Box. Misfit Plane and Train. Both of these Misfit toys will be together on the west side of the map, right next to the front of the lake checkpoint. After talking to them, they will play hide and seek with you where you will need to go and find them. Plane is located on the roof of the building that the Misfit scooter is in. To get on top, run over to the platforms next to it, and after jumping over a few of them, the plane will be on the corner. The train is located on the westmost point of the map, next to the big snowballs and directly to the right of the Western Cape Jingle Bell. Once you find both of these toys, they will go back to their original spot next to the front of the lake checkpoint. Talk to them and they will give you a Jingle Bell and agree to go to Charlie in the Box. The Misfit Boat. The Misfit Boat is located on the west side of the island, northwest of the Misfit Plane and Train, and west of the Misfit Scooter. The boat will ask you to find the ship wheel that has been left on the abandoned boat. Jumping onto the boat and heading towards the back, you will need to climb up 2 purple platforms. The second one will give you a boost in the air where you'll need to turn around and land on top of the broken platform just next to the boat where inside will be the wheel. Bring this back to the Misfit Boat and he will give you a Jingle Bell and agree to go to Charlie in the Box. The Misfit Scooter. The Misfit Scooter is inside the building across the bridge from the ruined walls checkpoint. There will be bars blocking the entrance that will require you to have collected at least 8 ornaments. These red ornaments are located all throughout the island and are quick and easy to find. Once you have a minimum of 8, you can go open the gate and save the Misfit Scooter. Talking to this Misfit Scooter, he will thank you for saving him, give you a bell, and agree to go to Charlie in the Box. The Misfit Soldier. The Misfit Soldier is located at the northmost point of the map, next to the big snow bridge, and northwest of the outside of the castle entrance checkpoint. Talk to the soldier and he will ask you to find 5 feathers throughout the island. These feathers can be found in any order. The first feather is located next to the building that the Misfit Scooter is in. The second feather is on a platform near the building where the Misfit Scooter is in. The third feather is located down the snow ramp near the Misfit Doll. The fourth feather is located to the left of the nesting doll. And the final feather is located just northwest of the Misfit Boat, on the ground next to a present jump pad. Once you have found all the feathers, go back to the Misfit Soldier and he will agree to go to Charlie in the Box. Once you have found all 8 Misfit toys and complete all of their associated tasks, you will go back to Charlie and he will take you to the king, where the trophy will pop. It's My Nose. Complete Escape the Island. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. Escape the Island is a short section after the Island of Misfit Toys chapter, where you will run away from the Bumble while completing some simple platforming and collecting gold nuggets and 4 Jingle Bells. Once you have completed this section, the trophy will pop. The Bumble Sinks. Defeat Bumble again. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. You will face against the Bumble again after completing the short chapter Escape the Island. During this fight, the Bumble will attempt to blow you off the edge of the platform, and after a few tries, he will get dizzy and fall. When he does this, jump and dash into him. You will need to do this a total of 3 times to defeat him. Once you do, the trophy will pop. Lost and Found. Find Rudolph's parents. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. This trophy will automatically pop after you have completed the Snow Mountains chapter. We Lost a Friend. Defeat the Bumble one last time. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. After completing the Snow Mountains chapter, you will face off the Bumble for a 3rd time. During this boss fight, the Bumble will throw snowballs at you. You will need to climb on either the left or the right side, all the way up to his head, where the Bumble will use an ice platform to try and protect himself, but you will power jump onto it, resulting in the Bumble falling down. You will need to do this 3 times to defeat the Bumble, and once you do, the trophy will pop. That Beautiful Nose. Get ready for Christmas in Santa's Castle. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. You will get this trophy after completing the chapter Santa's Castle. That's My Buck. Save Christmas. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. You will get this trophy after completing the final chapter, The Final Flight. Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. Collect your first Jingle Bell. This trophy is unmissable as it is part of the story. In the first section of the game, Santa will visit your house, where you will then complete a short tutorial on how to double jump. You will jump onto a snow platform just outside your house and there will be a Jingle Bell on it. Collect this bell and the trophy will pop. Christmas Town Resident. Collect all Jingle Bells from Christmas Town. This trophy is missable as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to advance in the story. Here are the locations of all 23 Jingle Bells in the Christmas Town chapter. The first step Jingle Bell is found on top of a snow platform during the very first section of the chapter where Santa comes to your house. The dashing Jingle Bell is located next to Clarice, where she will tell you to dash through 4 flower buds next to her. These will each have an ornament inside. Once you do this, talk to Clarice again, and she will give you the Jingle Bell. The Lost Book Jingle Bell is located next to Hermie. Talk to him and he will ask you to find his dentistry book inside a cave. Entering the cave on the far left, there's a small gap that you can crawl under. Entering this gap will have the book inside. Return to Hermie, where he will give you the Jingle Bell. The Yukon Cornelius Jingle Bell is located where Yukon Cornelius is. He will have his sled stuck in some rubble, where you will help him take it out. Once it's out, the path will be cleared, and he will give you the Jingle Bell. The Lake Jingle Bell is located on a wooden platform in the center of the lake. You will need to jump across some ice patches, which will crack and melt after a short while on top of them, so make sure you don't stand on them for too long. Once you cross, you will see the Jingle Bell on the wooden platform. The Waterfall Jingle Bell is located at the top of the waterfall at the lake. You will need to cross some ice patches, a wooden platform, and some green platforms to reach the top of the waterfall where you will see the Jingle Bell. Is located to the right of the entrance of the main area. You will see a clock that once you touch it, it will start a time trial where you will need to go as fast as you can, collecting the other clocks as you go. Dashing repeatedly and jump dashing will make you go faster. Once you reach the end, the Jingle Bell will spawn. The Glide to the Big Candy Cane Jingle Bell is located north of the open space checkpoint. You will need to climb up the small mountain and glide over to the Jingle Bell on top of the candy cane. The Gold Nuggets in Christmastown Jingle Bell is located inside the store. Talk to the squirrel on the east side of the map and he will bring you to the store where you will see a Jingle Bell on the top left shelf that you can buy for 150 gold nuggets. Buy this Jingle Bell and just collect it outside of the store. The Snow Globe Christmastown Jingle Bell is located inside of the Snow Globe to the left of the store. You will need to enter first-person point of view and look directly at the bell to spawn inside the snow globe and complete a short platforming obstacle section. Once you complete this, you will click the Jingle Bell inside of the snow globe. The Racing Fireball Jingle Bell is earned by winning the race against Fireball. Fireball is located to the entrance of the Reindeer Games and north of the open space checkpoint. Talking to him, he will start the race, and you will need to race around the map. Double jumping and dashing will make you go faster. Once you win the race, he will give you the Jingle Bell. The Bell Pieces in Christmastown Jingle Bell is located next to Coach Comet. Coach Comet is located north of the open space checkpoint and in the center of the race loop. After talking to Coach Comet, he will tell you that the Jingle Bell has broken into 4 pieces and that you need to collect them to fix it. The pieces are located just next to him on the 4 pillars. After collecting all 4, the Jingle Bell will spawn in the middle of those 4 pillars. The Rescuing My Friend Jingle Bell is located inside an igloo in the northmost part of the town. You will see the igloo entrance is blocked by bars. To the right of the igloo, you can jump up some platforms onto a bigger platform where a large snowball will be. You can pick this up and drop it over the edge onto a green button that will open the igloo gates. Dash into the ice to break it, and save the elf inside, where the Jingle Bell will also be. The No Damage Jingle Bell is located right next to the north side checkpoint and to the left of the igloo. Talking to the reindeer outside, who will warn you that it is dangerous. You will need to avoid the moving obstacles to jump onto the button platforms. Once you get to the last blue button platform, the Jingle Bell will be there. The Stump Smash Jingle Bell is located inside a tree stump south of the north side checkpoint. Go on top of the stump and power stomp onto it by jumping and pressing R2, breaking the stump and giving you the Jingle Bell. The Down and Up Jingle Bell is located at the top of the cave on the west part of the map near Santa's Castle. To enter this cave, go outside Santa's Castle and you will see an elf next to an ice barrier. Talk to the elf and he will tell you to power stomp the ice, dropping you into the cave. Proceed through the cave, collecting any gold nuggets and ornaments, breaking the ice wall, and continuing up the steps where once you reach the top, you will see the Jingle Bell. The Can't Catch Me Jingle Bell is earned by catching a reindeer 3 times. You will find this reindeer running around the track. You will need to catch up to him 3 times to earn the bell. Once you do, the Jingle Bell will spawn just south of the igloo. The Trampoline Fun Jingle Bell is located at the top of the platforming section on the west part of the map inside the racetrack. You will jump on some presents, which will boost you onto a purple rotating platform where you will need to jump in the air to get the bell. The Target Practice Jingle Bell is located at the northwest part of the map to the left of the north side checkpoint. You will talk to a squirrel who will let you throw an ornament at the target by the body of water. You can go as close as you want to the target to hit it. Once you do, talk to him again and he will give you the Jingle Bell. The Behind the Crystal Jingle Bell is located inside the Reindeer Games track. Once you enter the Reindeer Games, you'll be told to retrieve the bell and bring it back to Coach Comet at the start. This bell is not the bell you will be looking for just yet. Go through the track, jumping over the button platforms, past the rotating purple cylinders, crawl under the wall, and as you are jumping from wall to wall, on the way up, you will see a small ice barrier. The easiest way to get into this is to jump above it and then start gliding, and once you lower down, you can go onto the ledge, breaking the ice, and going inside a tunnel and eventually into a room with a bunch of hay bales. You'll need a power jump on a big present to get as high as possible to reach the bell at the very top. The Reindeer Games Jingle Bell is located at the end of the Reindeer Games track. Go through the obstacle course until you reach the far back where the bell will be. The Time Trial The Games Jingle Bell is located at the end of the Reindeer Games track. To unlock this time trial, you will need to first complete the track normally and collect the Reindeer Games Jingle Bell. Once you have collected that bell, go back to Coach Comet, who will then allow you to do the time trial. Go through the obstacle course as fast as you can, collecting the clocks as you go, and once you reach the end, you can collect this Jingle Bell. The Ornament Collector in Christmas Town is located just next to the store in a block of ice. To get this bell, you will need to collect all 24 ornaments in Christmas Town. For the locations of all the ornaments, go to this part of the video on screen, as this is also associated with a different trophy, so go check that out if you need to find all 24 ornament locations in Christmas Town. Once you do collect all the 24 ornaments, go over to the bell that was in the ice block and you will have collected all 23 Jingle Bells in Christmas Town. Down the mountain, collect all Jingle Bells in the Mountain Pass. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to continue through the story. There are 3 Jingle Bells in the Mountain Pass. The Mountain Pass is a short section of the game just after Christmas Town where you will run down the mountain. Please note that you cannot turn around here, as the game forces you forward. However, if you do miss a bell, you can just replay this in the chapter select to get any of them that you missed. The first Jingle Bell is in the air at the end of the cliffside. You will see a trail of gold nuggets directing you to jump, so follow them by double jumping, and at the end will be the Jingle Bell. The second Jingle Bell shortly after, you will jump across 2 yellow platforms, as well as 2 mountain pillars and 2 bridges. You can go on either of these to cross. Coming up after that, there's 3 bridges where you will need to go into the middle one to get the bell. The third and final Jingle Bell is immediately after you see the Bumble ahead and take a hard left, seeing a gold nugget trail that you can jump and glide to follow where the bell is at the end. Once you collect all 3 of these Jingle Bells, the trophy will pop. Another Misfit. Collect all Jingle Bells from the island of Misfit Toys. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to collect all of the Jingle Bells to continue through the story. There are 37 Jingle Bells in this section. These can be collected in any order at any time throughout the chapter. At the beginning of the chapter, you will be asked by Charlie in the Box to find the other 8 Misfit Toys and tell them to meet him down at the spawn. Each of these toys will provide you with a Jingle Bell as well. However, ensure if you do find these before getting all of the Jingle Bells, do not go back to Charlie in the Box, as he will progress you through the game and you will have to go back using chapter select to get it. So it's not that big of a deal, but if you do want to get them all in just one playthrough without having to go back, do not go back to Charlie in the Box after you have all 8 Misfit Toys, as he will progress you through the game and into the next chapter. The top of the flag Jingle Bell is at the top of the flag at the spawn. You will have to jump on top of some purple platforms that will lower down, so do not stay on them for very long, but once you do get to the top, you will see the Jingle Bell. The Shore Jumps Jingle Bell is located at the spawn on top of a mountain pillar. Jump on the yellow jump pads to make your way up and collect the bell. The Misfit Elephant House Problems Jingle Bell is west of the spawn point just before the rolling snowballs where the Misfit Elephant is. The Misfit Elephant will ask you to clear the snow off the house next to him. To do this, all you need to do is dash the snow off the building. Once the snow is cleared, talk to the elephant and he will give you the bell. The Hide and Seek Jingle Bell will be given to you by the Train and Plane Misfit Toys. Both of these Misfit Toys will be together on the west side of the map, right next to the front of Lake checkpoint. Once you talk to them, they will start a game of hide and seek, where you will need to find them hidden throughout the island. The plane is located on the roof of the building that the Misfit scooter is in. To get on top, run over to the platforms next to it, and after jumping over a few of them, the plane will be in the corner. The train is located on the westmost point of the map, next to the big snowballs and directly to the right of the Western Cape Jingle Bell. Once you find both of these toys, they will go back to their original spot next to the front of Lake Checkpoint. Talk to them and they will give you a Jingle Bell. The Hop on Floating Gifts Jingle Bell is located north of the Misfit Elephant. It is hidden behind the mountain, which will require you to do some simple platforming to it. There are 2 yellow jump pads to lead you straight. However, instead of going straight, go to the right instead, and you will see the Jingle Bell on a snow platform. The Time Trial Snowy Cape Jingle Bell is located near the Stone Towers checkpoint on the southwest section of the map, west of the spawn. You will need to complete a time trial to get this bell. Run to the clock and quickly get all of the other clocks. This time trial will have you run in a small circle, so this should be no problem. Once you get it, the Jingle Bell will spawn. The Tower of Stone Jingle Bell is located at the top of the big mountain tower at the southwest section of the map, west of the near Stone Towers checkpoint. Climb the tower, and once at the top, you will see the bell inside. The Lonely Tower Jingle Bell is located on the west side of the map, north of the Front Lake checkpoint and the Misfit Plane and Train. This bell is the top of the tower, so you will need to climb the platforms in the buildings surrounding it to get inside. Once you get to the highest point, power stomp onto the yellow bounce pad and glide over onto the top of the tower to get this bell. The Cavern Gifts Jingle Bell is located at the north section of the map, east of the outside castle entrance checkpoint, and north of the Way to Waterfall checkpoint. Starting from the Way to Waterfall checkpoint, climb up the mountain and jump on top of the blue present jump pads on the ground and into the mountain. You will see a stack of presents. Dash into them and the Jingle Bell will come out. The Hidden Path Jingle Bell is behind the mountain on the northeast side of the map. The easiest way to get to this Jingle Bell is to go to the Cavern Gifts Jingle Bell inside the mountain, north of the Way to Waterfall checkpoint. Once you get to the Jingle Bell, smash the ice wall and continue the path, circling the edge of the mountain and eventually seeing rows of gold nuggets with the bell at the end. The Shoreline Olympics Jingle Bell is located at the northeast portion of the map, east of the Way to Waterfalls checkpoint and north of the East Area checkpoint. This can be accessed by either jumping off the mountain where the Hidden Path and Jingle Bell is located, or by completing the platforming section around the Jingle Bell. Either of these methods will work. The top of the waterfall Jingle Bell is located at the top of the waterfall on the east section of the map, west of the East Area checkpoint. You will have to jump all the way to the top of the mountain to be on the top of the waterfall. There is a bunch of gold nuggets and platforming here that will lead you to the Jingle Bell in the air. The Cave Secrets Jingle Bell is located inside the cave on the east section of the map, southwest of the East Area checkpoint, and east of the Squirrel and Store. This bell is in 4 pieces and you will need to collect them to get the Jingle Bell. All the pieces are under the rotating purple platform. Collect all 4 and the Jingle Bell will spawn on top of that platform. The Treasure by the Water Jingle Bell is located on the east section of the map, just south of the East Area checkpoint. from the east area checkpoint, face the mountain, and you will see the Jingle Bell on the left side of the opening. Go to the right side and jump on top of the platforms and eventually on top of a bounce pad that will launch you over to the bell. The Lost Bouncy Balls Jingle Bell is given to you by the Misfit doll located on the east side of the map near the Eastern Mounts checkpoint. She will ask you to find 4 of her lost bouncy balls. These bouncy balls will be covered in snow but are easy to find as they have sparkles around them and you will need a power stomp on them to get them out of the snow. The first bouncy ball is directly behind the Misfit doll. The second bouncy ball is located just behind the first one. The third bouncy ball is located in front of the Misfit doll. Just by dropping down and before heading towards the houses, you will see the bouncy ball under some snow. The fourth and final bouncy ball is located to the right of the Misfit doll. Facing the Misfit doll, turn right, and go towards the 4 trees. You will see an ice barricade stopping you from continuing, and just before that will be the ball. Once you have collected all 4 of the bouncy balls, go talk to the Misfit doll and she will reward you with the bell. Tunnel Exploration Jingle Bell is located inside a tunnel on the east point of the map, right next to the Eastern Mounts checkpoint. To enter the tunnel, dash into the ice wall to break it and crouch into either of the 2 holes in the wall. Once inside, go through until you reach the Jingle Bell in the back. The Lost Nesting Dolls Jingle Bell is given to you by the Toy Mouse after finding all of the nesting dolls east of the Ruined Walls checkpoint. Talk to the mouse and he will ask you to find 3 nesting dolls stuck in snow. The first nesting doll is located right next to the Toy Mouse by a few ice patches. Power stomp on the doll to free it. The second doll is located in the center of some snow points right next to the Ruined Walls checkpoint. The third nesting doll is located in the corner by a tree to the right of the Toy Mouse. Once you've collected all 3 of the nesting dolls, go back to the mouse and he will give you the bell. The gold nuggets in the Island of Misfit Toys Jingle Bell can be purchased at the store on the east side of the map, northeast of the Ruined Walls checkpoint. Talk to the squirrel and go inside where you can purchase the Jingle Bell for 150 gold nuggets. Once you go outside, you can collect this bell. The Scooter and Trouble Jingle Bell is located inside a building where the Misfit scooter is, in the middle of the map, northwest of the Ruined Walls checkpoint. The entrance of this building is blocked off and you will need to open it. To open it, you will need to have collected a minimum of 8 ornaments. Once you do have 8 ornaments, you can open the gate and collect the bell. The Misfit Towers Jingle Bell is located inside a tower just east of the Misfit scooter and just north of the Ruined Walls checkpoint. To get up into the tower, jump onto the ramp next to the buildings and jump over onto the building next to it. To jump high enough to make it over, hold R2 to crouch and then jump to get an extra boost of height, and this will be enough to glide into the tower and get the bell. The Shore Presence Jingle Bell is located on the southeast section of the map, east of the South Area checkpoint, and east of the Misfit Cowboy. Going to the Misfit Cowboy, continue past him and you will see a bunch of presents. Dash into them and the bell will spawn. The Racing Misfit Cowboy Jingle Bell is given to you by the Misfit Cowboy located just east of Charlie in the Box. You will be required to race him. This race is very easy and can be completed the quickest by constantly dashing and jump and dashing. Either of these methods will work, and once you win, he will give you the bell. The Admirer Jingle Bell is given to you by the Misfit Boat located on the west side of the island, northwest of the Misfit Plane and Train, and west of the Misfit Scooter. The boat will ask you to find the ship wheel that has been left on the boat. Jumping onto the boat and heading towards the back, you will need to climb 2 purple platforms. The second one will give you a boost in the air, but you'll need to turn around and land on top of the broken platform just next to the boat, where inside will be the wheel. Bring this back to the Misfit Boat, and he will give you the Jingle Bell. The Conquer the Heights Jingle Bell is located at the top of the mountain at the northwest point of the map, north of the Misfit Boat. To get this bell, you'll need to climb the mountain using the snow platforms on the side, which will bring you to see a yellow button that you can dash in to press. Once you do this, platforms will spawn for you to jump onto and get to the top of the mountain. This really doesn't give you much time to complete, so as soon as you click that yellow button, be ready to jump on these platforms to get to the top. This did take me a few tries, but it is very possible and maybe you'll be lucky and get it first try. Just be prepared to move really fast and make no mistakes. But once you do get to the top, you will see the bell. The Shining and Northern Peaks Jingle Bell is located on the north section of the map, south of the Misfit Soldier and southwest of the outside of the castle entrance checkpoint. This jingle bell will be in 4 pieces that you will need to collect to get the full bell. These bells are really all over the place, so I will be telling you where each of these are in a particular order in reference to each other. You can get these in any order that you do wish. Starting at the outside of the castle entrance checkpoint, head towards the left side and you will see a blue present on the ground. Power stomp on it to launch onto the mountain. From there, you want to jump over the ice peaks and onto the platform, and on the left side, there will be the first bell piece. From there, jump down to the ground where you will see 2 giant snowballs circling a path. Following the path, you will see a hole in the mountain where the jingle bell is. From there, you want to go back up onto the mountain, so jump onto the same blue present. Once on top, stick to the right side, jumping over to the other mountain, and again stick to the right, and you will see a path leading inside of the mountain. Jump down, and you will see the bell on the correct platform. From here, you want to jump back up onto the snow, and you will see a purple platform. Cross it, and onto the next mountain, where you will see a breakable ice wall. You want to ignore this, and go on top of the archway, where there will be the final bell. Once you do collect this final bell, the bell will spawn right next to you. The Puzzling Peaks Jingle Bell is located at the top of the mountain on the north section of the map, southwest of the outside of castle entrance checkpoint. To get to the top, you will need to put objects on 4 green buttons to activate an elevator to get to the very top. From the checkpoint, head towards the left, passing the blue present jump pad and the rolling snowballs until you see a blue present jump pad right next to the mountain. Jump onto this present and onto the mountain. Wait onto the green button to activate the elevator and jump onto it to get to the next level. Once up here, there will be 3 buttons on this level to put an object on. The first one is directly to your left where you can drag the snowball onto the button. The next button is to the right of this on the edge of the cliff. Push the box onto it to activate it. The next button is a bit closer to the mountain in between the ice points. You can take the other snowball behind it and drag it all the way over onto the button. Once you have these 3 done, continue following the path and just a little bit, you'll see another green button next to the 4 snowflake lights and a snowman. To the right of this is a ramp where at the top is a snowball. You want to go up, take your time, dragging the snowball over and onto the green button, which will activate the elevator. Once at the top, you can activate a lever, which will start a memory game. The snowflake lights will light up in a certain order that you must memorize, and then hit the buttons in the correct order. You will need to get 3 in a row for this gate to open. I'm not 100% sure if the code is the same for every single person, so if it is, this is the sequence that I had for all 3 levels of this game. If it is different for you, then it's different, but if it is the same, here is the sequence 1, 2, and 3 for all of the 3 levels. Once you do get this right, the gate will open and you can get the bell. The Lost Feathers Jingle Bell is given to you by the Misfit Soldier at the northmost point of the map. Talking to the soldier, he will ask you to find 5 feathers. Throughout the island, these feathers can be found in any order. The first feather is located next to the building the Misfit scooter is in. The second feather is on a platform near the building where the Misfit scooter is in. The third feather is located down the snow ramp near the Misfit doll. The fourth feather is located to the left of the nesting doll. And the final feather is located just northwest of the Misfit boat on the ground next to a present jump pad. Once you have found all the feathers, go back to the Misfit Soldier and he will give you the bell. The Lake's Bell Jingle Bell is located just east of the Front Lake checkpoint. You will see that this bell is behind bars. To get this bell, climb on top of the mountain and go directly above the bell and power stomp down, breaking the snow and ice and collecting the bell. The Run Over the Ice Jingle Bell is located at the spawn point where the Charlie in the Box is. At the South Shore checkpoint, turn around and face the ocean. You will see ice platforms with a bell at the back. The snowy cape of Rolling Dangers Jingle Bell is located on the east section of the map, just northeast of the Eastern Mounds checkpoint. You will see several snowballs rolling in a mountain between structures. The bell is located closer to the bigger mountain, just up a small ramp. The lake's landmark Jingle Bell is located inside a tower in the middle of a lake on the west side of the map, just west of the Misfit plane and train, and in the front of the lake checkpoint. In the lake, you will see a bunch of platforms. However, above this, you will see purple platforms. You want to jump onto these to get onto the mountain where the tower is on. Once you are there, proceed up the staircase and into the tower to get the bell. The Western Cape Jingle Bell is located at the westmost point of the map. Passing the rolling snowballs, you want to go all the way to the edge, and you will see the Jingle Bell. This is also the location of the Misfit train, where he plays hide and seek with you. The hide and seek Jingle Bell is located at the original location of the Misfit train and plane, as they will give this to you after you have found them in the game of hide and seek. After talking to them, they will go and hide where you will need to find them. The plane is located on the roof of the building where the Misfit scooter is in. To get to the top, run over to the platforms next to it. After jumping over a few of them, the plane will be in the corner. The train is located on the westmost point of the map next to the big snowballs and directly to the right of the Western Cape Jingle Bell. Once you find both of these toys, they will go back to their original spot next to the front of the lake checkpoint. Talk to them and they will give you a Jingle Bell. The Castle Wall Jingle Bell is located across the bridge from the Ruined Walls checkpoint. You will see the bell in a window on the castle wall. To get up to it, jump onto the mountain platforms and onto the building structure, then onto the ledge connected to the wall, where an ornament will be, and also the Jingle Bell. The ornament collector in the Island of Misfit Toys Jingle Bell is located right outside of the store where the squirrel is. To get this bell, you will need to obtain 24 ornaments in the Island of Misfit Toys. Head over to this point in the video if you want to see where the locations are of all 24 ornaments in the Island of Misfit Toys, as this is associated with a different trophy, so I do have it in a different section of the video. So again, check out this timestamp if you want to go check that out. I'll also have this in the comment section below. But once you do have all 24 ornaments, the ice will melt and you can collect the bell. The River Cave Jingle Bell is located just west of the Ruined Walls checkpoint. Down inside the river, you will see a wooden platform that leads to some ice platforms. Take this route and you will see the Jingle Bell at the end. The Stone Tower's sister tower Jingle Bell is located on a snow tower just next to the Stone Tower. Once you get to the top, down below you will see the Jingle Bell, so all you need to do is jump over to it. Once you have collected all 37 Jingle Bells in this section, the trophy will pop. Is it the same monster? Collect all Jingle Bells and escape from the island. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to continue through the story. Escape from the island is a short running sequence where you will be running from the Bumble once again. You cannot turn around and you will be constantly pushed forward. There are 4 Jingle Bells to collect in this section, and if you do miss one, you can go back via chapter select to collect it. The first Jingle Bell is at the very beginning before you start running. Climb up the mountain and to the right, inside will be the bell. Once you are being chased, the camera point of view will change so your character is running towards you, so you cannot see the bells as they are coming. The second bell is located on the left side of the screen up a ramp. The third Jingle Bell is located straight in front of you on the third wooden bridge. You will just need to jump up to it. The fourth and final Jingle Bell is located just before the end after you pass the purple balls falling from you, and once you collect the 4 Jingle Bells in this section, the trophy will pop. Trapped in the Snow. Collect all Jingle Bells from the Snow Mountains. This trophy is missable, as you do not have to collect all of the Jingle Bells to progress through the story. The Snow Mountains is the chapter after you defeat the Bumble for the last time. There are a total of 19 Jingle Bells to collect in this section. The Running on Walls Jingle Bell is located at the spawn point. Turning to the right, you will see a wall jump area where the elf will teach you how to wall run. To get this bell, you need to wall run as high as you can near the back so you can jump over to the ledge where the bell is. The circle of nuggets Jingle Bell is right next to the East Cave checkpoint. You will see a circle of gold nuggets, and once you collect them all, the Jingle Bell will spawn. The snow globe in the mountains Jingle Bell is located inside of the snow globe west of the East Cave checkpoint and next to the store. Press R3 to go into the first person point of view and look at the bell inside the snow globe to spawn to the area. You will complete an obstacle course where at the end will be the bell. The gold nuggets in Snow Mountains Jingle Bell can be purchased at the store next to the squirrel. Talk to the squirrel to go inside and buy the bell for 150 gold nuggets. Once you go outside, the bell will be there. The Stumped Jingle Bell is located north of the store and next to the near Bumble's Cave checkpoint. Go over to the tree stump and power stomp on it to get the bell. The West Cave Bell is located on a mountain ledge just west of the store. You will need to go out onto the snow bridge and drop down to get the bell and collect it. The Digging Squirrel Jingle Bell is located at the most western cave on the map next to the West Cave checkpoint. To get this Jingle Bell, you will need to chase the squirrel around until you catch him by power stomping on him. The first location of the squirrel is in the cave south of the store. Cross the bridge and go into the cave where you will see a big crate and the squirrel. Once he stops, power stomp him. Once you do, he will tell you that you need to catch him again. He will run away and you will need to find him again. Now he will be in the West Cave. Do the same thing, and when you catch him for the second time, he will give you the bell. The Lonely Peak Jingle Bell is located at the northwest section of the map. You will need to climb up on top of the mountain where the West Cave checkpoint is, and double jump and glide over to the peak in the Jingle Bell. The Free the Treasure Jingle Bell is located inside the cave where the West Cave checkpoint is. To get this bell, you will need to find a green button to open the gate. The button is located outside of the mountain on the edge. You'll need to climb to the top of the cave and jump down to get to this button. When you hit it, go back up inside and collect the bell. The Way Back Jingle Bell is located at the spawn next to the polar bear. However, to get this, you'll need to go to the time trial located at the south section of the map. Once you go into the clock, follow the path collecting each clock as you go, and you will end up in the spawn area to get the last clock and the bell. The Challenging Route Jingle Bell is located at the top of the mountain peak, in the most southwestern part of the map, near the southwest mount checkpoint. You will see by some trees a yellow button. Once you power stomp on this button, a platform will spawn for you to jump over to the peak and go up on it. This is once again a situation where you can't make any mistakes, as it literally gives you enough time to just get up to the top. So make sure you don't make any mistakes, move very quickly. If you need to try again, of course, that's okay. But finally you will get up there and you can get the bell. The Racing Vixen Jingle Bell is located at the most southwestern part of the map, near the southwest mount checkpoint. You will see Vixen at the bottom of the mountain, and you can talk to him to start the race. This race is quite long, however, you can jump dash and keep dashing to move quicker. Once you complete the race and win, you will get the Jingle Bell. The Raccoon's Gift Jingle Bell is located at the most southwestern part of the map, near the southwest mount checkpoint. Talking to the raccoon, he will ask you to help him find the squirrel's gift, which is 4 acorns. The first acorn is located directly to the left of the raccoon by the cliff's edge. The second acorn is located on the first level of the peak where the Challenging Route Jingle Bell is. The third acorn is located on the edge of the mountain next to the southwest mount checkpoint. And the fourth acorn is located on a large snow platform near Vixen. Going to the top of the hill, you can jump off and glide over to get the last acorn. Once you have all the acorns, go over to the raccoon and he will give you the Jingle Bell. Finding the raccoon and the squirrel will open the block section of the map as well. The Ride the Winds Jingle Bell is located on a peak on the most southwest part of the map. You will see the wind drifts that will blow you up so you can glide over to the bell. This is a bit glitchy, and I was launched extremely high into the air and then plummeted down at an extremely fast rate. However, after a couple tries, just because this is so glitchy, I did end up getting it. So just take your time if you do get launched into the air like I did. Just take your time, try to get as close as possible so that if you are launched downwards, you can easily get the bell. The Risk at Mountain Wall Jingle Bell is located at the north part of the map at the bottom of the Bumble's Cave. Crossing the wall and jumping onto the Bumble's Cave checkpoint, you will see on the right side a crate with an ornament on it. Continuing to the right, you will see that you need to make a big jump and glide over to the bell. I didn't see any way to get back without just jumping off, so that's what I did, and I just went back to the checkpoint. The Floating Ways Jingle Bell is located on the way up to the Bumble's Cave at the north section of the map. As you climb the mountain, you will see on the right side purple floating platforms. Jump on them, ensuring you do not stay on them for too long, as they will drop down, and get the Jingle Bell on the third one. The Summit Jingle Bell is located at the very top of the Bumble's Cave at the most north point of the map. Once you get to the top, do not go inside the cave, and instead go to the left and you'll see the Jingle Bell. The Ornament Collector in the Snow Mountains Jingle Bell is located just outside the store where the squirrel is. You will need to have collected all of the 24 ornaments in this section to get the bell out of the ice. Please skip to this section on screen of the video to get a guide on all of the ornaments, as this is associated with a different trophy. So again, skip to this section of the video if you want the ornaments for this section. I'll also have this timestamp in the description in the comment section as well. Once you have all 24 ornaments, the ice will melt and you can get the bell. The atop the sign Jingle Bell is located on the top of the sign spawn. To get this bell, you will need to pull a lever that is located at the start of the time trial by the trees in the southwest section of the map, east of the southwest mount checkpoint. Pulling this lever will enable a platform to come up out of the ground near the sign. Go back to the spawn and climb the platform and glide over to the bell. Once you have collected all the Jingle Bells in this section, the trophy will pop. Santa's Lead. Collect all Jingle Bells from Santa's Castle. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to continue through the story. Santa's Castle is the final chapter of the game just before the last small section. There are a total of 21 Jingle Bells to collect in this section. The gold nuggets in Santa's Castle's Jingle Bell can be purchased in the store in the outside area of Santa's Castle for 150 gold nuggets. Once you purchase it, you can go outside of the store to collect it. The Tree Trunk Break Jingle Bell is located at the top of a snow peak outside Santa's Castle. Go over to the snow bridge and jump onto the platform above with the present jump pad on it. Then use this jump pad to go over to the platform with the tree stump and power stump on it for the bell. The Racing Prancer Jingle Bell is located directly outside Santa's Castle and will require you to race Prancer and beat him in the race. In this race, Prancer is extremely fast, so you will need to use the shortcuts and as well as continually dashing. I found that jump and dashing was not fast enough, and simply just dashing was. So follow the clip on screen right now. It's going to show you everything that I did. So I'm going to play through it for you guys so you guys can see exactly how I did it, because I did have a little bit of trouble with this and actually had to search up a guide myself and luckily found one. So here's exactly what I did. And it's a pretty short race, but it is very fast. So this is what I did. And once you do that, he will give you the bell. The Sleigh Problems Jingle Bell is given to you by the mechanic elf on the first floor of Santa's Castle in the main room. Talking to him, he will ask you to find his tools. The tools are located outside of Santa's Castle in the shed just west of the castle. Once you get the tools, go back and talk to him. After a short cutscene, he will give you the Jingle Bell. The Pillow Fight Jingle Bell is given to you by the elf inside the large bedroom. She will ask you to find 4 of her pillows hidden throughout the room. The first pillow is located in the back of the right room on top of all of the colored boxes. The second pillow is on top of a shelf on the left side of the room. The third pillow is located in the air between the 4-tiered bunk beds on the left far side of the room. And the fourth pillow is located on a platform above the main door. Once you find these 4 pillows, talk to the elf again and she will give you the Jingle Bell. The Dining Room Pirouettes Jingle Bell is located on top of the platform in the dining room where Santa is on the 2nd floor. Next to Santa is a jump pad that you can use to jump onto the platforms above. Once you do, please note that when you dash, the platforms that are split will come together and the ones that were together will split, so you need to jump and dash onto these for them to change, and once you get on the last platform, you'll get the bell. The Inside the Fireplace Jingle Bell is located inside a fireplace in the den on the 2nd floor. This bell is locked inside the fireplace and will require you to move objects onto 3 buttons to get it out. The first button is located inside the bedroom on the second floor as soon as you walk in. The object to put it on is on top of the colored boxes in the middle row. The second button is located inside the dining room, where the object to put on the button is just before you enter the kitchen on the far side of the dining room. The final button is located right next to the fireplace, and the object to put it on is right to the left of that button. Once all three buttons are pressed, at the same time, you can collect the bell inside. The den high jumps jingle bell is located inside of the den on the second floor. Above you will be platforms that you can jump onto, and the last platform will have the bell. The snow globe Santa's castle jingle bell is located on the third floor. You will see a snow globe that you can enter first person and look at the bell to enter the snow globe. You will complete an obstacle course, and at the end will be the bell. The window dressing jingle bell is located on the rooftop. To get to the rooftop, you'll need to go to the rooftop, you go to the third floor, and on the left side, you can jump up where the elf is, hit the green button, which will lower a chandelier. Now you can go over to the right side, jump onto the chandelier, and cross all of the beams and platforms to get to the end of the hall and into the window. This will spawn you outside. Once outside, stick towards the left side where you will see a wall run across the windows. Do this very short wall run and collect the bell on the ledge. The time trial rooftop jingle bell is located on the rooftop. To get here, you will need to go onto the third floor, and on the left side, jump up and dash into the green button to drop the chandelier. Now go over to the right side, jump onto the chandelier, and cross off the beams and platforms to get to the end of the hall and into the window. This will spawn you outside, and you will see the time trial clock. Go into the clock, complete the time trial, and you'll get the bell at the end. The topmost of rooftops jingle bell is located on the rooftop. To get here, you will need to go into the third floor, and on the left side, jump up and dash into the green button to drop the chandelier. Now go over to the right side, jump onto the chandelier, and cross all of the beams and platforms to get to the end of the hall and into the window. This will spawn you outside. Go up to the platforms all the way up to the top of the roof, and then again up more platforms to get to the very top, where there will be one last jingle bell. The Catch the Bunny jingle bell is given to you by the bunny after you catch him in the attic on the third floor. To catch him, first go up the left side where the elf is and hit the green button to lower the chandelier. Once you do this, drop down and chase the bunny until he gets to the end of the long hall where you found the instrument, and as well as an ornament is there on the crate. Once the bunny is there, he'll be in position for you to go up and drop down a cage on top of him. So jump up the right side, cross the chandelier and some beams, and when you're almost all the way there, you'll be able to hit circle to drop down the trap, trapping him inside. You can drop down now and talk to him, and he'll give you the bell. The Helping Santa jingle bell is given to you by Santa for finding his hat. Talking to him, he will ask you to find his missing Santa hat. This hat is located inside of a present on the third floor. Once you get to the third floor, jump up on the ledge on the left with the elf and the green button, and on the left side you will see 3 stacks of presents. Dash into them to destroy them, and the Santa hat will be in the middle one. Return his hat, and he will give you the bell. The Bake-A-Bell Cake jingle bell is given to you by the elf inside the kitchen on the second floor. He will ask you to find a bag of flour for him. This bag of flour is located on the third floor in the back right corner by the ladder as you walk in. Once you get it, bring it back to him and he'll give you the bell. The Prepare the Band jingle bell is given to you by the band on the first floor after you have found all 5 of their instruments. The marimba is located on the second floor inside the bedroom on top of the middle row of colored boxes. The harp is located in the kitchen, which is on the second floor on the southwest part of the map. In the corner by the window, you will see the harp on a shelf. The violin is located in the attic on the third floor. As you walk in, take a right and go down the hall, and at the end on the boxes will be the violin. The trumpet is located on the third floor in the attic. Jumping up to the top level on the far right, you can continue by doing some wall jumps, and on top of the crates will be the trumpet. The drum is located inside the target room on the first floor. Once you enter the room, you'll see 2 targets that you'll need to throw an ornament at. For 1 at each, hitting the targets, on the right side the cage will open and you can get the drum in the very back. Once you have all 5 instruments collected, go back and give it to the band and they will give you the bell. The Frozen Bell Jingle Bell is located on the 3rd floor. As soon as you walk in, you will see a bell stuck in some cobwebs. You can dash at the cobweb balls on the wall that are holding the bell to destroy them. Once you have destroyed them all, the bell will be free and you can collect it. The Ornament Collector in Santa's Castle Jingle Bell is located just outside the store on the outside of Santa's Castle. You'll need to collect all 24 ornaments in Santa's Castle to get this bell. You want to go to the timestamp on screen right now for the guide on how to get all of the ornaments, as this is associated with a different trophy, so I have this section in a different part of the video. I'll also have this timestamp in the description and the comment section down below for easy convenience as well if you need to go back. Once you have all 24 ornaments, you can go and collect the bell. The attic wall run Jingle Bell is located in the attic on the 3rd floor. Entering the room, go to the far right where the ladder is and climb up to the next level. You can continue from here upwards and then wall running across the wall onto a platform with a bell on it. The Hidden Path Jingle Bell is located on the 3rd floor in the attic. As you walk in on the left side, up to where the elf is and the green button, ignoring them and go past, to the left corner you will see a hidden entrance where if you follow it the bell will be there. The Bumble's Missing Star Jingle Bell is given to you by the Bumble on the 1st floor of the castle. Talking to him, he will want you to find the star to put on top of the tree. The star is located in a secret room. To get here you will need to go onto the rooftops. To get here you'll need to go onto the 3rd floor and on the left side jump up and dash into the green button to drop the chandelier. Now go over to the right side, jump up and across the chandelier and all the beams and platforms to get to the end of the hall and jump into the window. This will spawn you outside onto the rooftop. You want to go all the way up and you will see a tower with an open window which will also be glowing. Jump into here and you will spawn into the secret room where you can jump over some platforms and collect the star. Once you get the star, go back to the Bumble and give it to him and he will give you the Jingle Bell. Once you have collected all 21 Jingle Bells in Santa's Castle, the trophy will pop. Guide. Collect all Jingle Bells in the final flight. This trophy is missable as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to continue through the story. The final flight is the very last section of the game where you will lead Santa's sleigh. There are 3 Jingle Bells to collect in this section. The first Jingle Bell is at the very beginning. You'll be given a choice to go left or right on the platforms. You want to go left, collecting the gold nuggets. On the last platform will be the Jingle Bell. The second Jingle Bell is on top of a mountain archway. Instead of entering the cave, you want to go around to the right and stay along the edge until you reach the end and go up into the air launch, which will launch you upward where you can go and collect the bell on top of the archway. The final bell is located at the very end where you will be collecting a ton of gold nuggets in the air, and at the very end of the last row of gold nuggets will be the bell. I just want to note that the controls in this section are absolutely terrible and it might take you a lot of getting used to. You might get lucky and get all of them the first try, but I had to go back and take like 10 or 11 or maybe even 12 tries to get that second bell on top of that archway, so don't worry if you're struggling. I also struggled, and maybe it's just me, maybe it's just a me thing, but I did have quite a bit of trouble with that, but it was still obviously very, very doable, and once you do get them all, the trophy will pop. The King of Jingaling. Collect 100% of all Jingle Bells. This trophy is missable as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to continue through the story. There are a total of 110 Jingle Bells across all sections of the game, except in the Bumble fights there aren't any. See these timestamps on screen to go directly to specific chapters for direct guides on all the Jingle Bell locations. I'll also have these timestamps in the description and in the comment section for you to get. But once you do get every single one in the game, this trophy will pop. Igloo Trap. Get the Jingle Bell in the igloo. This trophy is missable as you don't have to collect all the Jingle Bells to proceed through the game, and you definitely don't have to get this one. This is obtainable in the Christmas Town chapter northwest part of the map where you will see an igloo with a bell inside. To get the bell, go to the right of the igloo and you will see some platforms to jump on and up onto a snow platform where a big snowball will be. You can drop the snowball down on the green button below to open the gate and get the bell inside. Take a hint. Buy a hint at the squirrel store. This trophy is missable as you don't have to buy any hints throughout the game. You don't even have to go into the store throughout the game. The squirrel store is located in all of the main sections of the game, so you can get this very early on. The first hint will only cost you 1 gold nugget. In Christmas Town, go to the far east side of the map and talk to the squirrel. He will let you inside the store, where on the right side of the counter you can buy a hint. Once you do, the trophy will pop. Glider. Glide for 30 meters. This trophy is unmissable. You will glide a lot throughout the game, so this will more than likely happen very early on naturally as you play. To glide, you jump from a height and hold the X button to keep on flying through the air. Once you've done this for 30 meters, the trophy will pop. Glide Master. Glide for a total of 5,000 meters. This trophy is technically missable, but I'm willing to bet for most people this is going to be unmissable, as you'll be gliding a lot throughout this game, so this will more than likely just happen naturally as you play the game, probably near one of the last chapters. To glide, you jump from a height and hold the X button to continue to fly through the air. 5,000 meters might sound like a lot, but again, you're constantly gliding throughout this game to get to different platforms and different spots. So this is most likely going to happen naturally for you, and if not, just keep playing the game, play different chapters, jump off, start gliding, just everywhere. And once you've done this for 5,000 meters, the trophy will pop. Novice Reindeer. Beat 1 race. This trophy is missable because you do not have to complete any of the races in the game to progress through the story. There are a total of 4 races throughout the game. There's 1 race in Christmas Town, 1 in the island of Misfit Toys, 1 in the Snow Mountains, and 1 in Santa's Castle. You will need to complete all of these for another trophy, but for completing and winning the first one, the trophy will pop. Lead Reindeer. Beat 4 races. This trophy is missable because you don't have to complete any of the races to progress through the story. There are a total of 4 races throughout the game. There's 1 in Christmas Town, 1 in the island of Misfit Toys, 1 in the Snow Mountains, and 1 in Santa's Castle. You will need to complete and win all of these races for the trophy to pop. All of them are very, very easy, and I found the last one a bit difficult, but taking the route I'm going to show on screen right now for the last one, spamming the dash button is the easiest way to complete it. I found jumping and dashing did not work as well for this one. I had to just constantly dash, take the couple shortcuts. There's only like 1 or 2 shortcuts for you to take, as Prancer will take the longest route possible. So you can just take those shortcuts, keep dashing, and you will eventually get it. On screen right now, this is the guide for that last race. Shiny. Get 100 gold nuggets. This trophy is unmissable. You will do this naturally as you play the game. Gold nuggets are everywhere. Over every level of the game, there is gold nuggets. And a lot of times, you cannot even go places without picking them up. So, making this trophy pretty much unmissable. There is no way you're going to go through this game without picking up at least 100. If you do, then you had to have been doing it on purpose. So, once you do get 100, this trophy will pop. Gold. Get 1,000 gold nuggets. This trophy is unmissable. You will do this naturally as you play the game. Gold nuggets are everywhere, all over every single level, and a lot of the times you can't even go anywhere without picking these up, making this trophy just technically unmissable. If you did miss this, then you probably were just avoiding it and maybe just doing even a speed run through this game. But if you took your time, you played the game, played pretty much everything, you should have gotten at least 1,000, and once you do, the trophy will pop. I am rich. Get 9,999 gold nuggets. This trophy is missable, as you are most likely not going to have collected this amount by the end of the game. Gold nuggets are cumulative, meaning that even if you spend some, the game will remember how much you had in total. So if you had 1,000 and spent 100, the game will remember that you did once have a total of 1,000, and as you collect, it will go up from 1,000. So by the end of the game, you will probably have more gold nuggets than you actually think towards this trophy. The best farming method for gold nuggets is in the final section of the game, the final flight, where there are a ton of gold nuggets throughout the level, as well as at the end. This is a very short level, so you can keep replaying it until the trophy pops. I found I could typically get between 400 and 500 gold nuggets every time I did it, and it took about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to complete. You can skip all cutscenes by holding the pause button. Just a note to skip the last cutscenes and the end credits, which is unskippable. You can fast forward it, but you can't skip the last credits or the last couple of scenes. To skip this, as soon as you collected the last gold nugget, pause the game, go back out to the world map. It'll say all unsaved progress will not be saved. However, the gold nuggets are saved as soon as you pick them up. The game saves them, so you don't need to wait. The game will actually save the gold nuggets, and you can go back and restart. This will save you like 1 or 2 minutes of just sitting there doing nothing. So if you want a little break, sure, keep it, but make sure before Rudolph falls off that ledge, you pause the game and back out, and you can just do it again. Again, it took me I needed around 6,000 or 7,000 more gold nuggets by the end of this game. And again, it took me about 2.5 minutes to get between 400 and 500. So it doesn't take you too long to get this. I did it all in just one little session, so you can do that. But once you do get 9,999 gold nuggets in total, the trophy will pop. Make a splash. Throw a present in the water. This trophy is missable. I did this trophy by accident, however. It's very likely that you will end up just doing this on your own, but it is technically missable because you don't have to obviously throw any presents into the water. And by throw, it means dashing into it. The place that I did this was in the island of Misfit Toys by the front of Lake Checkpoint. There is a lake with presents right next to it. You can just dash into them, making them fall into the water, and the trophy will pop. Help the dentist find and return Hermie's book. This trophy is missable as you don't need to complete this task to continue through the story. In the very beginning of Christmas Town chapter, you will see Hermie outside of a cave entrance. He will ask you to get his dentistry book that he lost inside. Going inside, you will see on the left side a hole that you can crawl under. Go inside and the book will be there. Returning it to Hermie will pop the trophy. Stumped. Destroy a tree stump. This trophy is missable. There is a tree stump in every main chapter of the game. The first opportunity to do this is in Christmas Town. Once you get past the blocked area where Yukon Cornelius' sled was stuck, you will enter a bigger area with lots of things to do. Near the northwest section, just south of the north side checkpoint, there's a tree stump. Power stomp while on top of it to destroy it, and the trophy will pop. Bell pieces. Collect 4 bell pieces to create a jingle bell. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to collect all the jingle bells to progress the story, and you don't have to do this one either. Each of the main chapters have a broken bell for you to put back together. The first opportunity for this is in Christmas Town, just north of the open space checkpoint. In the center of the racetrack, you will see Coach Comet. Talk to him and he will show you the 4 bell pieces for you to collect just behind him. Collect all 4 to create the jingle bell, and the trophy will pop. Thank you for your purchase. Buy a jingle bell from the Squirrel Store. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to enter the store at all throughout the game if you don't want to. There is a store in each main chapter of the game, and each one you can buy 1 jingle bell inside. The first opportunity for this is in Christmas Town. To the right of the open space checkpoint, you will see a squirrel outside the store. Talking to him, he'll let you inside, where you'll see the bell in the top left corner that you can buy for 150 gold nuggets. Once you do, the trophy will pop. A new job. Help Bumble set the Christmas tree star. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to do this task to progress through the game. In the second last chapter, Santa's Castle, the Bumble will be inside on the main floor next to the Christmas tree. Talking to him, he will give you the task of finding the star for the top of the tree. You want to go up to the very top floor of Santa's Castle, where you'll be in the attic. As soon as you walk in, straight ahead you will see the snow globe. To the right of that, you will see a chest to jump on, and then power jumping and double jumping onto the shelf, and up next to the elf, you will see a green button to dash into. This will drop down a chandelier on the right side. Once you do this, run over to the right side and jump up onto the ledge, where now you can jump onto the chandelier and across the beams and platforms over to the window, which when you jump into will spawn you up onto the rooftop. Once you get up here, you want to stick to the right side, go up the side of the roof, where once you're on the top, you'll see more platforms where you can go even higher, but you'll also see a tower with an open window for you to jump into. You want to jump into this. This will spawn you into a secret room where the star is going to be. You want to jump over the few platforms there to get the star, return it to the Bumble on the first floor, and the trophy will pop. The real deal. Complete the Reindeer Games Time Trial Challenge. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to complete the time trial challenge to progress the story. In Christmas Town, you will eventually enter the area with all of the other reindeers, and Coach Comet will tell you to complete the Reindeer Games course. You must complete this course once at any speed and get the bell at the end. Once you do, go back to Coach Comet and he will then give you the option to start a time trial on the same course. You can start this by collecting the clock, and once you do this, go through the course as fast as you can until you reach the new time trial bell at the end. Once you do, the trophy will pop. Icebreaker. Break 20 ice balls. This trophy is missable as you don't have to break this many ice balls to simply progress through the story. There will be ice balls throughout the game that you can break by design by dashing into them. The section with the most ice balls that I found was the island of Misfit Toys and the Snow Mountains. In either of these, you can break walls and floors and spawn into different checkpoints across the map and go back and they should be there. You can also leave the game if you're finding that they're not spawning back in and restart the chapter, go over and break them again. Once you do break 20, the trophy will pop. Snow clearing. Hit 20 snow-covered trees. This trophy is missable. As you go through each chapter, there will be plenty of trees. A lot of them will have snow on them. To get the snow off, all you need to do is dash into them and the snow will come off. Get snow off 20 trees and the trophy will pop. Ornament Fan. Collect 24 ornaments on any biome. This trophy is missable as it is not required to collect all the ornaments to progress through the game. The chapters with 24 ornaments to collect are Christmas Town, the Island of Misfit Toys, the Snow Mountains, and Santa's Castle. To see the locations of all of the ornaments in all the chapters, see the next trophy, the Perfect Collection, as that trophy will require you to find all 24 ornaments in all of the chapters. But for this trophy, once you find all 24 in just one of the chapters, the trophy will pop. The Perfect Collection. Collect 24 ornaments on all biomes. This trophy is missable as it is not required to collect all the ornaments to progress through the game. The chapters with 24 ornaments to collect are Christmas Town, the Island of Misfit Toys, the Snow Mountains, and Santa's Castle. Here are all the locations of all 24 ornaments in each chapter, and please note these can be obtained in any order. These are just the order that I found them in, so you may be going back and forth in some places. This is just the order that I found them in. Christmas Town. The first ornament is at the very beginning of Christmas Town, where Santa is visiting your home. After leaving your house, you will see some mountain platforms to jump onto. The second one will have the first ornament. The next 4 ornaments are all together. Progressing through Christmas Town, you will see Clarice. She will ask you to dash through 4 flower buds. Each will contain an ornament. Passing Clarice, you will see Hermie, who will ask you to go into the cave to search for his dentistry book. Entering the cave, you will see a bridge. Cross it and collect the ornament. The next 2 ornaments are together on the mountain to the left of the Donner's checkpoint. You will need to jump across the platforms on the water and eventually climb the mountain. To the right will be 2 ornaments. The next 2 ornaments are north of the open area checkpoint near the big green, white, and purple candy cane. This ornament will be on a mountain platform on the way up towards the candy cane, and continuing up there will be another one. The next 3 ornaments will be together inside the igloo and one while opening the gate on the north part of the map east of the north side checkpoint. To open the gate, across the entrance of the igloo, up the platforms on the right side where you'll collect an ornament, and then once you drop down the snowball onto the green button, this will open the gate and there will be 2 more ornaments inside the igloo. The next 2 ornaments are in the obstacle course right next to the north side checkpoint. You will need to jump on several button platforms. There will be an ornament on the first button and the 4th button. The next ornament is underground in a cave right outside Santa's Castle on the west part of the map. Power stomp onto the ice floor and drop down as you progress. On the left side will be an ornament. Reaching the top of the cave, you'll be able to jump on a pillar with an ornament and some gold nuggets, and then cross to another one with another ornament, and then another with a 3rd ornament. The next ornament is by the Chase Reindeer southeast of the north side checkpoint, and south of the igloo on top of the tallest mountain platform. Located on the west part of the map in the middle of the running track, you will see a large mountain platform with a spinning purple rectangle platform. On your way up, you will jump on a present jump pad and collect an ornament. Running over and jumping on the taller one on the edge will give you another one. And then there's another one on the lower ledge just on the side of this small mountain. The final ornament is located inside a snowman next to the igloo on the north side of the map. Going over to the igloo on the right will be a snowman you can dash into that will give you the final ornament. The Island of Misfit Toys. The first ornament is located southwest section of the map near the Stone Towers checkpoint and the time trial Snowy Cape. Heading towards the time trial clock, turn left and you will see the ornament. The next ornament is located on the Tower of Stone on the west section of the map, west of the near Stone Tower's checkpoint. As you climb the tower, you will see the ornament on the way up just before the big rolling purple balls. The next ornament is located under the Tower of Stone on the west section of the map, west of the nearest Stone Tower's checkpoint. Go near the bottom and you will see a set of stairs. Heading down, you will see a hole in the tower with the ornament inside. The next ornament is located on the rolling snowball path on the west side of the map, just northwest of the near Stone Tower's checkpoint. You will see 2 different large blue circles with snowballs following the path. On the second path, you will see the ornament. The next ornament is located in the lake below the lake's landmark, just west of the front of lake checkpoint. You will see wooden and ice platforms on the lake that you can jump onto. Jump on them and you will see the ornament on one of them. The next ornament is just outside of the Lonely Tower on the northwest section of the map, just north of the front of lake checkpoint. There will be a jingle bell inside the top of this tower. However, just outside of the window at the top is an ornament that you can collect. The next ornament is next to the Way to Waterfall checkpoint. Once at the checkpoint, turn around and jump onto the small mountain, and you will see the ornament. The next ornament is located on the Shoreline Olympic section on the east side of the map, where the east area checkpoint is. Jumping over the wooden platforms, you will see an ornament where the purple present jump pad is. The next ornament is located on an ice platform near the Way to Waterfall checkpoint. Once at the checkpoint, you will see a body of water with wooden platforms on the water. Follow the path to the left and you will see an ornament on the ice platform. The next ornament is on top of the waterfall on the east side of the map. To get on top, start at the Way to Waterfall checkpoint and head towards the platforms on the water and stick to the right following the path up and jumping over the purple platforms in the air. And once you get to the front of the cave with the big snowballs coming out of it, the ornament will be on the left. The next ornament is on top of the waterfall on the east side of the map. To get to the top, start at the Way to Waterfall checkpoint and head towards the platforms on the water and stick to the right following the path up and jumping over the purple platforms. On the left side of the cave with the snowballs coming out of it, there is a wall that you can crouch under to be able to wall jump up to the next level. Once you're up there, you'll see the ornament on the left. The next ornament is located next to the Misfit doll and the Eastern Mounts checkpoint. Behind the Misfit doll, there is a snow staircase, and at the top is the ornament. The next ornament is near the east area checkpoint. By the checkpoint, you will see on the side of the big mountain some snow platforms on either side of the cave archway. On the right side, jump up and you'll see the ornament. The next ornament is located just east of the spawn point. The easiest way to get this is to go to the Eastern Mounts checkpoint and head towards the spawn on the pathway with the ice points on either side. As you follow the path, you'll see the ornament at the end. The next ornament is located in front of a waterfall by the store by the Ruin Walls checkpoint. Head towards the waterfall and you will see some platforms that you can jump onto with an ornament on one of them. The next ornament is on an ice platform on the west side of the map, west of the front of Lake checkpoint. On the edge of the mountain, you will see white puffs of air that you can go into that will give you a boost. 2 of these will be pointed in the direction of the ocean and will put you onto the platform. Once on the platform, you can go into the air pointing up to be launched onto the platform with the ornament. The next ornament is located in the shipwreck next to the Misfit boat on the northwest side of the map. Inside the shipwreck, under the stairs, is the ornament. The next ornament is located on top of Puzzling Peaks at the north side of the map, just west of the outside of Castle entrance checkpoint. You want to make your way up all the way to the top of the peak where you will see the mountain have an archway, and inside this archway will be the ornament. The next ornament is located just under a breakable ice floor on top of the mountain. You can either go to the East Mounts top checkpoint and take a hard right and you'll see the ice floor, or from the Eastern Mounts checkpoint, climb up the snow platform staircase next to the Misfit doll and go to the left where you'll see the ice floor. Smash through the ice floor in the middle and you'll get the ornament. The next ornament is located on the top of the Eastern Mountain. From the East Mounts top checkpoint, turn right and follow the edge of the mountain and you'll see the ornament. Next ornament is under the stairs at the Lake's Landmark Tower just west of the front of Lake Checkpoint. Take the wooden platforms to the tower and under the stairs you'll see the ornament. The next ornament is at the castle wall northwest of the Ruin Walls checkpoint. Heading towards the wall, you'll see a jingle bell in the window as well as an ornament in the other window. The next ornament is located on top of the castle pillar north of the Ruin Walls checkpoint. Where the ornament is in between two windows on the castle wall, there are some platforms for you to jump on to get to the jump pad, to jump then and get the ornament. The last ornament is located on top of the tallest tower west of the Ruin Walls checkpoint. To get on these towers, go over to the snow platforms next to it and jump over until you get to the top of the tower where the ornament will be. The Snow Mountains. The first ornament is on the wall run directly to the right of the spawn point. The next two ornaments are next to each other at the spawn point on the right side of the snow bridge. The next ornament is located on top of the store where the squirrel is west of the East Cave checkpoint. The next ornament is located south of the near Bumble's Cave checkpoint on the edge of the cliff. The next ornament is on a mountain ledge south of the near Bumble's Cave checkpoint. You'll need to jump over from it from the main mountain onto the ledge to get the ornament. The next ornament is next to some large icicles under the bridge that connects the East Cave and the Store Cave. The next ornament is on the edge of the tower as you climb up it on a snow platform west of the East Cave. The next bunch of ornaments are all in the most west cave where the West Cave Point checkpoint is. When you enter, you will see an ornament on the crate to the right. Going to the left, you can wall jump up to the taller crate to get another ornament. Once you're up there, you will see another one in the air to the left of the first purple platform, then another on the two stacked crate down below. Climbing back up, you'll see another ornament on the second purple platform, and then another on the next one. Then finally, a final one once you get to the very top with a boost jump with the jump pad. The next ornament is on the outer ledge outside of the West Cave. To get here, you will need to go inside and climb to the top, and jumping off, turning to the right, you'll see the ornament on the way back up. The next ornament is to the beginning of the time trial at the end of the mountain on the southmost part of the map. The next ornament is outside of the South Cave. Entering the South Cave from the cave with the store in it, take the first exit on the right and stick to the edge instead of crossing the bridge to get the ornament. The next ornament is on a snow platform on the most southwest part of the map, across from Vixen. To get over to the platform, do not go next to the Vixen at the bottom of the mountain, and instead go to the top where you can jump off and glide over to collect the ornament. The next ornament is located next to the Ride the Wind's Jingle Bell, where it's just on the lower snow platform down below. The next ornament is located at the bottom of the Bumble's Cave, just north near the Bumble's Cave checkpoint. Once you all jump over and past the checkpoint before you advance upwards, you will see the ornament on a crate. The next two ornaments are both on crates as you head up to the top of the Bumble's Cave on the north section of the map. The last ornament is located on the way up the Bumble's Cave, just to the left as you are heading upwards. Santa's Castle. The first ornament is located above the fireplace on the first floor in the spawn room. The next ornament is located on a platform just behind the store outside of Santa's Castle. The next ornament is located under the snow bridge outside of Santa's Castle. The next ornament is located on top of a snow peak outside of Santa's Castle. Go onto the snow bridge and you will see a snow peak that you can jump onto with a present jump pad and the ornament. The next ornament is located on top of the shed just west of Santa's Castle. The next ornament is in the back left room of Santa's Castle where the boss elf is. As you walk into the room, the ornament will be on a picture frame on the right wall. The next ornament is located on the second floor inside of the bedroom, in the air, between two bunk beds. To get on top, you will need to jump from the 2-tier bunk bed onto the boxes above, and then onto the 4-tier bunk bed, and then jump across, getting the ornament along the way. The next ornament is located on the second floor inside of the bedroom on a shelf on the wall on the far left side. The next ornament is located on a platform above the bedroom door on the second floor. The next ornament is located on the platform in the air above Santa inside the south room on the second floor. Next to Santa is a jump pad that you can jump on to get into the platforms above. When you dash, the platforms that are split will come together, and the ones that are together will split, which will allow you to jump on them as you are jumping and dashing across, and on the third platinum will be the ornament. The next 2 ornaments are located on a shelf in the kitchen, which is located on the second floor in the southwest side of the map. Behind the elf, you will see a jump pad that you can jump onto the shelves to get the ornament. The next 2 ornaments are on a platform in the den on the second floor. Above you will be platforms that you can jump onto. The first ornament will be on one of the platforms and the second on the shelf on the wall. The next ornament is located on the third floor in the back right corner under a ladder. The next ornament is on the third floor on a box. Entering the room, take a right and go down the hall, and at the end will be the ornament. The next ornament is located on the third floor in the attic. Jumping up on top of the level on the far right side, you can continue on by doing some wall jumps. You will end up on top of a crate. Turning around, you will see a long wall run, which you will need to go all the way to the end to get the ornament. The next 2 ornaments are located on the rooftops. To get here, you will need to go onto the third floor and on the left side jump up and dash into the green button to drop the chandelier. Now go over to the right side, jump on the chandelier and cross all of the beams and platforms to get to the end of the hall and jump into the window. This will spawn you outside onto the roof. As soon as you spawn onto the roof, on top of that window where you just came out of, there will be an ornament. Then going to the left side following the ledge, jumping over to the other ledge, and on the left will be the ornament. The next ornament is located on the rooftops. On the way up the side of the roof to get to the top, you'll see an ornament on one of the platforms. Continuing up onto the top of the roof on a purple platform, you'll see another ornament. The next ornament is located on the wall between 2 wreaths above the elf band in the main room on the first floor. The next ornament is located on the first floor in the target room. Once you enter the room, you will see a target that you will need to throw a different ornament at. Throw one at each, hitting the targets, and on the right side, the cage will open and you can get the ornament. The final ornament is located in the rooftops. To get here, you need to go into the third floor, jump over on top of the ledge on the left side, and hit the green button. Now you'll go over on the right side, jump onto the chandelier that you just lowered, and follow all the platforms and beams to get to the end of the hall and jump into the window. Once you spawn out onto the roof, go on the platforms on the side of the roof, and at the very end of the roof on the top, you will see an ornament. One's weakness, fall into the water. This trophy is missable, however the chances of you not falling into the water at least once is very unlikely. However, the first chance to do this will be in Christmas Town. After Santa visits you, you'll be able to go into the open area and do things around the map. On the left side, you're going to see a big body of water with different platforms on it, which, even just jumping across these, you might just fall in anyways, but jump into the water and the trophy will pop. Snow Globe Fan. Complete 1 Snow Globe challenge. This trophy is missable as you don't have to complete any of the Snow Globe challenges to progress through the game. There are 3 Snow Globe challenges in the game. 1 in Christmas Town, 1 in the island of Misfit Toys, and 1 in the Snow Mountains. For this trophy, you'll need to complete just 1 of them. Once you do that, the trophy will pop. Snow Globe Master. Complete 3 Snow Globe challenges. This trophy is missable as you don't have to complete any of the Snow Globe challenges to progress through the game. There are 3 Snow Globe challenges in this game. 1 in Christmas Town, 1 in the island of Misfit Toys, and 1 in the Snow Mountains. For this trophy, you'll need to complete all 3 of them. Once you do, the trophy will pop. Ouch, that hurts. Get hit by a rolling snowball. This trophy is missable as it is possible that you don't get hit by a rolling snowball. However, it's very probable that you will. There are rolling snowballs in many different sections of the different maps throughout the game, so getting this trophy is very simple. However, I will note that the snowballs in the Bumble fights will not count towards this trophy. It has to actually be in one of the open areas. The first snowball that you can get hit with is in the Island of Misfit Toys chapter. There are several spots where there are giant snowballs rolling along a path. Simply run into any one of them and the trophy will pop. So many presents. Dash 20 piles of presents. This trophy is missable as you don't have to dash into any presents to progress through the game. However, you most likely will probably do this without even knowing. Around all the chapters, there are lots of presents that you can dash into. The most presents will be in the Island of Misfit Toys and Santa's Castle. Go around and find piles of presents and dash into them, and once you have dashed into 20, the trophy will pop. The Misfits. Play as a different character. This trophy is missable, as you don't have to change your character all throughout the game. There are 4 different characters that you can play as: Rudolph, Clarice, Hermie, and Yukon Cornelius. The only chapter that you must play as Rudolph is the final flight. To change your character, load into your game save, and when you're in the world map, press R1 or L1 to change your character, and then load into the chapter. Once loaded in, the trophy will pop. Let's be on our way. Pick up the Misfit Toys on Christmas Eve. This trophy is missable. This trophy is associated with the secret ending for the game. To get this trophy, you must collect all 3 Jingle Bells in the final flight chapter. If you do miss a bell, it's okay. You can go back and do the chapter select to go back and get the bell. Once you have obtained all 3 bells, you must complete the chapter, which will give you the alternate ending, and the trophy will pop. Alright guys, so that is the complete trophy guide for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It took a lot of effort to put this video together, so if you could leave a like, it would be greatly appreciated if you did find it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more trophy guides as well. If you need any help, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you can help anybody, leave your tips down below, answer any questions as well. And yeah, if you want to see me play these games, again, head over to my other channel. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.